Hello, hello?
Hello?
Hello? Is anyone out there?
It's a mom's night out.
Hey, guys. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Hi.
It's a mom's night out.
How's everyone's week?
I'm hungover. I've been at a work conference and I'm drinking a beer right now. So happy Wednesday.
I'm not even
sounds
drinking.
good.
I'm literally drinking a sparkling water.
Well, good for you.
I know. So responsible.
Friends don't let friends drink alone, Mandy.
Jen's drinking.
I went to like a very responsible dinner last night with some friends, colleague friends, and had a glass of wine. What a concept.
Wow. Were these new friends?
Newish friends. One is not a new friend at all. She's going to hate me for saying that. And others were new colleague friends.
Like,
one was pregnant. So like,
you're like, we can't show them what we're really like. Just kidding. Now they're going to know. Did they listen to the podcast?
I hope so.
Jenny was lying. She wanted to have 75 glasses of wine.
Yeah, literally.
They're like, she did drink that many. No, just kidding. Truly one.
That's impressive. I don't know that I can do that. All right, guys. Before we get into tonight's topic, du jour, I have a question for you. So I was at this work conference and there was a panel and every person picked a walkout song.
Awesome.
Which got me thinking. It was hilarious. And there were lots of unexpected songs from these people that you kind of know in the industry.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, what would my walkout song be? So I want to ask you. I know I'm kind of putting you on the spot. But like, I think that's better.
On the spot.
Yeah, you can come back and change it. But on the spot, like, is there a song that you would do for your walkout song?
My walkout song.
Yeah.
It's like a mic drop moment.
It's like baseball players when they walk up to bat.
Yeah. I'm thinking coming out. It's a hype. You get hyped up.
Yeah.
But you're talking about walk. Oh, okay.
They were walking out to present on stage.
Okay, I'm following now.
And they had their walkout song.
Oh.
Guys, I have
Well,
no
I
idea.
know Mandy's.
What would I be?
Oh.
The Business.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You've talked about this before.
Yeah, I guess that's
Let's get down. Let's get
okay,
down to
that could
business.
be that could be my podcast. Yeah,
right?
walking out song.
your
When I did main stage, this was a couple years ago, I tried to get Lizzo. But they told me there's too many profanities. And I was like, if you just do the beat, like everyone will know. But I still think it's good.
That is good.
Yeah.
All right, what's yours?
Okay, so I mean, I think it would change. It depends. Like the baseball players change theirs, but right now,
She's got a whole album.
no, right now,
Special K's walking out album.
my pump up song. I feel like right now at the gym is "Not Like Us," Kendrick Lamar. It's like a new song, and it's just like badass.
Okay, I like that.
And he's like, "All these haters and hoes," and he walks out to that.
I like it.
That would be mine. Too many profanities, so they probably wouldn't allow it.
Yeah, they wouldn't allow it.
Yeah. All right, guys, what are we talking about tonight, Jenny?
So we are talking about how to party, which feels really relevant for all of us. Do you know how to party? No, the New York Times put out, they did an interview with 43 socially adept people. So think socialites, artists, designers, restaurateurs, party planners. You get the gist.
Wait.
On how to be a stellar house guest or guest and a gracious host.
Okay, so when you first had us read this article, I was like, wait, how do you get to be on this list?
Yeah, I didn't recognize any
it was
people.
You didn't?
Yeah, I didn't know any of the
didn't
people
know
on the
either.
list either. And I'm like, so like, are you like sneaky cool? Like, did
Yeah.
they interview these people? Was there a tryout?
No, I think you did know some of them. You probably just didn't. Because I think there were no pictures, right? It was just their names.
Yeah.
So that's probably
So
why.
you would recognize them from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
picture? Okay.
Some, you're right. I had no
Some of their
freaking idea.
Yeah, some of their
But that
advice
is like
was
the
weird.
beautiful part about New York, right? Is like they have all these
True.
amazing people. So yeah, I think let's talk about
Are you good at partying?
partying and like what our thoughts are. So I guess first question, do you think you're good at partying?
I mean,
If this
I
is
think
the self-rating. Yeah, yes, I do.
yeah, definitely yes. I also think it depends on who you ask if I'm good at partying or not.
Yeah,
Right?
Fair point.
And there's
I mean,
a wide range of partying here. Like there's like dinner guest. There's like like if you were going to a rager, like
A
there's
rager in the club.
There's a wide range.
Okay, well, Jenny threw a dinner party couple weeks ago, and
like,
guess
more like cocktails,
Yeah.
and appetizers.
okay, cocktails and apps. But my husband had to log carry me over his shoulder out of the party, so
That was a
that
good
means I'm good at partying, right?
It does,
Yes.
but you were not. You were
No,
not
it wasn't
needing to
like
be-
bad, but it was like he's like, time to go.
You were just chatty. He couldn't pull you away because you were just chatting everyone up.
That means you're good at partying. I think.
I
If you
think
have to
both
be
of you
carried
are
out.
very good at partying. That's why we gravitated towards
Yes.
one another. And you know why I think you're both good at partying? Because I can go somewhere with you. It could be just like cocktails with a bunch of women. It could be a house party. It could be whatever. And I don't feel like I need to stay with either one of you.
Oh, yeah.
Like you could bring us somewhere and we'd be fine on our
Yeah.
own.
Or we could, yeah.
She would just let us fly free.
I mean, we have a podcast. We can talk to walls.
Literally.
We can talk to ourselves.
I'm in the
Quite
corner.
literally.
I'm in the corner just starting to record.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Well, you asked us a question. How about a gracious party host? Like, do you think you're a good party host?
Yes.
Sometimes.
Jen.
Yeah.
Jen,
Jen's
you
a
are
yes.
the hostess with the mostest.
I don't think I'm the hostess with the mostest, but I think like I like to like host parties.
you like doing that.
Yeah.
I, in my head, want to like it.
Yeah.
And then I do it and I'm so anxious and I'm stressed the whole time. And I'm like, are people having a good time? Like, are people going to show up?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
that's
think I'm a
stressful.
good host.
I think I
think-
always have a good time when I'm here.
Yeah, me too.
So you are.
Don't be
I'm
so
not
hard on
having a
yourself.
good time. You are, but I'm not.
Well, I guess that's it. Like, then are you a stellar guest? I think we're all good guests.
Oh,
at
yeah.
parties.
Yeah.
You invite me to a party, I'm most likely coming.
You showed up with a bottle of wine with like a bouquet on top the other night.
That
It
was
beautiful.
really beautiful.
Guys,
and
I couldn't
a
even put my
beautiful-
champagne in a bag for you. It was just.
But it was
It was
it didn't
cold.
need a
You
bag.
always bring champagne though. So.
Yeah. You both are amazing.
All right, so we're guests. You're a
Stellar
great
guest.
guest too. You always like. I feel like you show up with a great app, flowers.
Yes.
One time you brought me a hydrangea plant bush. Like, come on.
I know.
Yeah. No, totally.
it's,
Right?
it's nice. You have to bring something.
You do.
You always bring really good champagne.
You just have to bring something.
Yeah.
Although in the article, which I thought was interesting, maybe we'll get into this. It was weird. They're like, well, you don't have to like physically bring something. You can bring yourself. Like
Yourself and your
conversation.
sparkle.
I was like,
No.
this woman's out.
Wrong.
It's not what we were talking. Imagine if you showed up and you're like, I'm here.
Like I'm
the gift.
I'm your present. I can think of so many people in my lifespan so far that
Who would do that?
Yeah, well, I'm doing it
Yeah.
next time. I'm coming over. I'm just going to put some sparkle on.
Literally.
I'm the
a
guest.
sequin dress. No, but let's get into it and start talking about and I think the article, which I hope everyone listening follows up and reads it because it's a really fast read. It's done really well.
Light,
quick.
easy.
Yeah. But they broke it into categories. And the first one was getting ready. And I think for me, so I am naturally, and I've shared this before on the podcast, I'm a very anxious person. And I do I have to consciously get into the mind space of you need to be social tonight. You need to
Really?
yeah. And I do this I think I started doing this for work events, but I love this article talking about get into the mode, prepare yourself to have conversations.
You mean have a personality drink? That's my move.
Well, it could be,
Yes.
but for those who don't drink, it could be just giving yourself a pep,
Pep talk in the mirror.
Yeah. Yeah.
Always
Okay.
a personality drink.
I like that.
I
thought
yeah, go ahead.
No, I thought one was interesting and it was getting ready, eat. Someone's advice was eat before you go to the party. And I was like, I don't know, because if I'm going to a party at Jenny's house, I'm not eating because
Correct.
there's really great snacks there and I want to eat all Jenny's snacks.
Yeah.
Well, but what if you're going to a party where you don't know?
But I also think that it's rude to go to a party that there's a big spread in food at and you don't even touch it.
I know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's a mistake to not eat before
Correct.
because then you can
Yeah.
accidentally overshoot the
Yeah,
runway
I guess that's
and get
true.
too drunk too fast, which I have done before.
Me too.
Yeah.
Recently.
Same.
Yeah. I know myself. I get social and then I can't break away to eat something. So
Yeah.
it's good advice.
And there was this one too, of don't leave early and don't ask who else is coming. I think on the leaving early, I feel like there's a range of parties. So if it's an intimate dinner party, yes, I see that. But if it's just a gathering and it's kind of it's been a few hours, I think it's okay to not be the last one out the door.
I also think I want to know who's coming. I'm sorry. I'm not
Yeah.
walking in blind because to your point, you kind of have to mentally prepare. I don't
You're
want to
right.
walk in blind.
You're right.
Yeah.
So that one was interesting.
that was
to me.
weird. This person,
Also-
they might not be in my on
They're
the top.
not invited to your party.
No.
Also, there was like, take care in how you look. Like, obviously,
Duh.
I'm getting dressed up and having a nice
No,
outfit.
I don't think that's obvious for everybody.
Really? Like, people just show up in their sweatpants to a party?
Like straight from the gym.
Or they just like pull a shirt that's like wrinkled. They don't take time to like,
No.
they don't care.
I'm like, I have to buy a new outfit because I'm a one and done outfit girl.
every time.
People don't do that?
That's one extreme too. Yeah.
All right. Before moving to the next one, and the host is always the most stressed. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't stress. If you're a guest, you're fine. You're doing great. The host is stressed. Katie's stressed when she's hosting.
All right. So I covered getting ready. And then I liked the way it walked through. So the next was, okay, you're entering the space. What do you do? Well, of course, you're going to smile. A smile makes you so much more approachable, which, duh, like, are you going to walk into somebody's party and be a grump?
You know what though? Like, that's a good reminder. I don't know that I like enter I think when
True.
I
That is a good
see
reminder.
you guys, I'm like, hi. But
Yeah.
if you're walking in somewhere where you're feeling uncomfortable, you might have like resting bitch face and you don't even know it.
Well, I have it all the time.
I have
so.
it all the time too. I don't mean to.
People are like, oh, who invited that lady?
Yeah.
How about the like working the room advice?
So I love this advice.
Yeah.
I liked
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah. And so since reading this, because I read this, I don't remember how long ago, I've noticed certain people are really good at this. They'll like go up to every group and really like make sure everyone has like seen them and they've given everybody a couple minutes. That's like applaud.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that at my recent work event after we had read this article, and I was like, okay, like I'm not trying to be rude, but you kind of have to move along. Like, hey, okay, I'm going to move along and mingle
Yeah.
because you could get stuck
Oh,
talking
God.
to someone for too long.
Truly.
And nobody wants to do that. So I liked that advice.
Yeah, I also liked the idea of separating from your partner, because I think that like I can be guilty of this, especially when I'm going to a party or something that's from him. It's his friend or his colleague or his work thing, and then I'm sort of like stuck to him, and I'm like, okay, break off.
Oh, see, I feel like I'm the opposite. I'm like, where's my husband? Where is he? Like, we're like on two separate ends of the party.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you even
Yeah.
at the party anymore?
That's a
I'm
good
not
sign,
sure.
though.
Yeah, we like both go our own ways and do our own thing.
Because it's like you do get to spend time together. Now you're at the party where it's people you usually don't get to see all the time.
Yeah.
How about this one? I needed this one. Pretend that everyone in the room likes you. I feel like this was made for me because I tend to function the opposite. I'm like, everyone here hates me and no one wants to talk to me. And then you get in your head and it's like, no, everyone likes you. And just pretend like they do.
Yeah, even if they don't,
You gotta
just
walk in with
pretend.
that smile on your face.
Right? I'm doing that from now on. Everybody
All right.
here likes me.
And apparently, I'm just going to call out all the things I didn't like about this article. The person who said, don't bring a candle.
Yeah. Wrong. You bring me a candle. You're my new best friend.
Yes. I thought that was
Sometimes.
weird advice.
I mean, don't bring me a shitty candle,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah, bring-
nice
but I think
candles.
it's the thought that counts.
You're right.
I think it's a nice gesture to bring something.
I haven't met many candles that I don't like. I mean, I guess if it's a horrific smell, but like bring a safe candle, a gentle, easy smelling candle.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
The person can always regift it as well.
Yeah.
It's
like,
definitely a regift item.
Yeah. But the next party you're going to, you just bring that candle.
Kind of like
keep
I
it
like
going.
that for everybody.
okay. How about the next category was how to converse.
Oh, I liked this.
And so, yeah, like, I don't know how to converse. Like, one of them was talk to the person who seems to not know anyone for 5 minutes. That was interesting to me.
Yeah,
It's
like go
okay.
introduce yourself to them.
Yeah, like the person
them
in the
feel comfortable.
corner.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
like
And
that
sometimes the quiet ones are actually the most fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Facts.
Exactly. Guys, don't pass on us wallflowers.
Yeah.
Facts.
But also, I like this one too. Like, be authentic. Like, don't name drop. Don't do social climbing. Just like be yourself. You know, people. I feel like if you go somewhere and someone's just dropping names left and right and trying to act like super overly impressive or trying to like, I don't know, just be too much showboating, that's a turnoff.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I'm
So
like,
just be authentic.
I'm like,
Be
dude,
normal.
are you fun? Are you nice? Are you a
Yeah.
good person? That's all we care about. Don't be
Exactly.
name dropping over here.
Yeah.
I also like the idea of listening and asking questions. I think the article suggested asking bizarre icebreakers.
I
Which
like that.
You do?
It's a little risky.
It's a little risky.
Like, what would be a bizarre icebreaker?
What's your coming out song?
What's your coming out song? People are like, who brought this fucking guy?
I mean, yeah, truly.
Okay, and how about like keep it light? No
God.
therapy sessions. That's such a good topic. I feel like sometimes people get nervous.
Yeah.
I probably have done this before and they're like, oh, da, 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 da. And it's like, okay, people don't want to be your therapist for the night.
Yeah.
Keep it light. Real Housewives is a great topic.
Exactly.
We
Yes.
love that.
I love gossip about those women. It's really great. They're not real people. I'm still convinced.
Okay, so the next one is party etiquette.
I
Which
love this. I'm
I
excited
think-
to talk about this.
I know. And I think this is the one that like most people probably will have some aha moments. Maybe not. Okay, so the first one is never show up early. And I could not relate to this more. The host always needs the last half hour to prepare. And I am that person.
Well, yeah, because you're finally like you're starting to bring out all the food and
Yeah.
set it up because you know
Exactly.
it's like that final.
Yeah.
You can get everything out. Like you're not leaving that prep out all day. Yeah,
No.
you're pulling it out.
I like that. I agree. And then someone went on to say, show up 15 minutes late at the earliest,
Even better.
which I thought was interesting. I think 15 minutes is like a great little window.
If you're showing up a half hour late, that starts to get into like perhaps you should text that you're going to be late.
I
If it's like
also-
a dinner party
yeah,
or
agree.
something, like if it's a small thing.
Small intimate thing, you need to
Ooh.
be like pretty prompt. Like if it's a big party, like I
Then
think
that's
you can
okay.
be late and like no
Yeah.
problem. But I agree. Like I hate if it's like, yeah, like you and another family and that's it. And so then you're like waiting around. Like I find myself looking out the window for people and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, hey, I didn't have to stress 20 minutes ago. I could have just like taken it easy.
Oh, yeah. That's
So like
true.
give a heads up if it's a small intimate thing,
Yeah, I agree with that.
right?
I liked this one. No smoking and no bothering the host in the kitchen. I agree with both of those.
That was interesting. And I'm like, shit, do I bother you guys in the kitchen when you're like
No.
putzing
No, because
around?
No,
usually,
I think you help. You're
and you're like
helping.
a good friend. So it's usually like you're also offering to help.
Yeah.
It's not like you're just standing there chit chatting while like, you know, you're trying to like chop your final stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
I always am like, put me to work.
Yeah.
And then I also think like, don't ask what you can do. Just start working.
Yeah, I love that advice.
Right? Like you bring flowers or there's flowers, put them in the vase, like start chopping like the veggies, start making the cheese board,
Yeah.
like just hop right in,
Yeah.
get to work.
It's so true.
Right?
Also, who's smoking these days?
Yeah.
I know.
That was a weird one.
Kinda
Like,
Like
am I
it-
just going to like light up in your kitchen?
like do they mean smoking pot?
I think they probably, that and probably cigarettes, right?
Yeah, I don't
I don't
know.
know.
Smoking cigarettes.
This is
but-
New York City socialites, so I'm sure it's still prevalent.
Something good.
I liked this one. Don't ask people to take off their shoes. So like I think that could be hard for a lot of us control freaks, right? And like typically like I don't love shoes in my house, but I would never ask someone
Yeah,
to
I
take
was just
shoes off at a party
Yeah.
ever. And it doesn't bother me if
No.
someone has shoes in my house.
Especially if you're inviting people and it's a party. Yeah. And it's funny because sometimes you will go somewhere and it's so funny because it's like usually the first people to enter are the ones who set the tone if
Yeah.
they're taking their shoes off. Because if you walk
Oh,
in, you
yeah,
see like
true.
a bunch of shoes and you're like,
Like,
okay,
oh shit, I'm taking my
mine
shoes off.
too.
Also, sometimes shoes are part of your outfit.
Yeah.
Wait, this was a Sex in the City episode. Don't you guys remember? And she like had to take off her Manolo Blahniks
Oh,
and
no.
they went
pissed.
into the pile and then I think someone took them
Oh my God.
and she didn't want to take them off. Yeah.
Imagine if
Anyway.
someone stole your shoes at a party.
No. How would you get that? You're like asking like the people who live there who hosted the party,
Yeah.
like, can I borrow some
Wait.
sandals?
Remembering college when everyone had a black North Face fleece
Yes.
and you would go to a party and you'd put it in a pile and then you'd end up with someone else's
Yes.
black North Face fleece and it wasn't yours and you're like, I miss
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah, you'd be like,
It's gone
"This one-
forever.
Like this one's pilly. Mine was like
Yeah.
not like
Yes.
this. Yes.
Like, or like at coat check, like the black pea coat.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
That's what that reminds me of.
oh God.
I like this one about not being on your phone. I also think though, if people are starting to go on their phone at a party,
They're
Probably
bored.
not a good party.
Yeah,
Correct.
I agree.
Correct.
And they are texting their friends.
They're
Are
like,
you
this
out?
party sucks.
Yeah. Like,
Where
are
are
you
you
coming?
at?
Because
Like-
I was too afraid to ask the party
The
the
other
host.
night at your house, we didn't even take any pictures. That's how much fun we
Yeah.
were having. That's a good party.
Whoopsie.
Again, I'm just going to call out the things that I think were stupid. So this one, I thought this was dumb. So this person was like, don't post pics without asking the host. Again, I do agree it's like a range of things, but that seems kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like, you'd be like,
yeah, like it's
hey.
a secret party that not everyone
Yeah.
was invited to. But I also think it's obnoxious when people post a picture of their like super exclusive party and they're like, look at this party that you weren't invited to. Like that's
Yeah, I guess
obnoxious.
it goes both ways. Do you think they asked the host if it was okay to post
No,
that?
no.
It's so weird. That was weird advice. I should actually go back. I wonder if the person who I really don't like their advice, it's probably the same person giving all this stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
man, they
I'm
would
gonna
not.
verify.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point.
I'm going to go back and
You're
verify.
not invited to your party.
No.
How about don't gossip with others about the party after?
I like that.
I really love that.
I
one.
like that. So like people like reach out and be like, how was the party? What happened?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a no.
I would just,
Like-
yeah.
It was great.
Don't you wish you knew?
Yeah, you weren't invited.
Yeah. Just be gracious. You got invited and move on.
I like that.
Stop talking. Okay. When you're at a party, like hot topics. So it used to be politics, religion, and pornography. Who's talking about porn at parties?
Yeah, that's weird. I
Were
mean,
never to be discussed. And is that still the case? I think so. Like, I feel like those are topics that you don't really
yeah,
talk about at a party.
It's tough to talk politics, but then someone else went on to say it's 2024. We should be able to talk politics at a party and be adults about it and not get in heated
I
arguments.
think
Correct.
that's like almost the problem, right? Is it's been like become, yeah. I don't know. I hear a lot of politics talk. Like
A lot of
Me
politics.
too. I
socially.
was at the
don't
pool the
want
other
to.
day and I was listening in on some
I'm like-
really interesting. I kind of like hearing other people's perspectives. I'm like, even if I don't agree with it, I mean, if someone's preaching at you, that's one thing. I'm like, dude, you're not changing my mind. But I kind of like to be like, oh, like, tell me more. Tell me how you feel about that.
I think if
I don't
you've
wanna
been
do that at a party.
drinking, yeah, like drinking, or if like the mood is up, like high, and everyone's having a good time,
Don't
like,
bring it
that
down.
would
I
Bring
also
it
wouldn't,
down.
yeah, I wouldn't want it to go south and then like ruin the party and then the
Fair.
poor host. Because like, well, you could like enjoy hearing other people's opinions. Like you never know everybody else. And
No,
then
you're right.
what if you
And I
ruined-
personally never talk like I
Never.
actually hate talking politics, but I sometimes enjoy when other people do it. And I'm like,
again, just talk Real Housewives and it's a safe.
But wait,
real
also, I
safe
want to
area.
know who's talking about pornography.
That's
that's a
was-
weird one.
Right,
I
wasn't
could
that
probably
interesting?
name a few people that would though.
And
I'm
I-
not gonna lie.
If you want to just, I mean, I'm so curious. Like, what are they talking about? So, I
Again,
mean,
this
if
is
that's
New York-
something you usually talk about,
Apparently, this is what's being talked about at New York parties.
Wait, how about this one? Don't talk about having sex with your husband. That made me cackle. I'm like, first of all, if you're talking about how much sex you're having with your husband, you're lying. You're not having that much sex
know,
with your husband.
Yeah, that's a weird. That's
And
a
why
weird
are you
one.
Typically
talking
that
about
is.
it? But like I've known people who would like do that and talk about it and then like come to find out like 2 months later they're like getting divorced, so they broke up, and I was like,
They're overcompensating.
that was a lie.
they're trying to talk themselves into
Yeah.
a healthy marriage.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Next topic is drinking and gummies. Well, gummies seem to be like a new social thing.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
that's why it was in there.
Yeah.
Okay. So the research says that you should follow the lead of the host. So if they're getting wild, feel free to join in. If they're not,
So then I blame you guys the next day. I was just trying to match your energy.
1,000%.
I like that.
Mike and I took it too far.
You set the tone. You set the tone that
Came
night.
with us.
I love it. I do love it.
I think that's good advice.
I just think that's really good advice.
Yeah, you don't want to be that like crazy person at the party that's like doing crazy shit. So like take a beat from the host.
I know this one made me laugh. It was like, save it for a bar crawl. Like, don't slur. This one also made me laugh. It was bring mushrooms to get invited back. Bring mushrooms to not get invited back.
So true. Like it depends on the host. It depends.
Ooh.
That is so true.
All right. Next topic was house guests. So I guess this is like people like staying with you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
I liked this. Do things without being asked was a big one.
Love that.
I love
Me
that
too.
one.
You two are so good at that.
Like just be helpful.
I mean, like you'll just,
clean up,
yeah.
do the dishes.
Yeah.
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 I like to feel useful.
I know. It would just be weird. Like imagine staying in somebody's house and treating it like a hotel and not doing anything.
I
They
agree.
did say that, like, don't use it as a hotel, right? Like no sleeping in. You know,
No sleeping in.
I think
Yeah.
again, you match the host in those situations.
And I mean, if
agree.
you're staying with someone with a bunch of kids,
You're
like
not
you are
sleeping in.
definitely not sleeping
No,
in.
I'm sending my kids in to wake you up.
getting up.
You're getting up in the Sandarelli household. You are getting up at 5:30 in the morning. Welcome.
Well,
Would you like pancakes? Because they're being made. There's
I would want
coffee
breakfast is
downstairs.
right now.
I'd want a homemade
right
donut
now at 5:30. You have to eat now. Thanks, John. Love you.
8 hours. Yeah, it's not happening.
Wait, it was not on here, but you know one thing that really irks me is
Tell
when
us.
people don't strip the bed.
Oh,
yeah.
you know what? That's such a good point.
It's like my biggest gripe is when
Really?
have
Thank God,
someone
I've
over-
always stripped the
Yeah,
bed.
you like load the washing machine
That-
and put it into the
And
dryer.
then folds it.
and I put it back on the bed.
Put
and
it back on the bed.
There's
queen.
like,
enough time.
Wait, that's an interesting one. That wouldn't bother me as much. But recently, my best friend stayed with us, and her and her husband, they stripped the beds. And I was like, you didn't have to do that. That was so nice. Guys, you are extraordinary house guests
You know how to party.
per the
yeah.
New York Times.
Yes, I see her like that, your friend. But no, it's a good little tip if you're not doing it. You
Yeah,
should
that
be
is
doing
very
it.
helpful.
All right. How about when the party is over? There's etiquette on when party's over.
I'm not good at this part.
I never know when to leave. Okay, so I thought this was weird, and the again, I'm just calling out. It was hopefully one person where they were like, "Don't say goodbye, just leave."
That's weird.
That was so weird. I'm sorry if I'm leaving. I am trying to find you, and I'm at least saying bye or thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the host is elsewhere, you can't find them, or they're in like a very deep conversation. Okay, maybe in that situation it's okay. But I thought that was weird.
Yeah.
Like to
Like
never
the
say-
Irish goodbye at a party.
Yeah, no.
I guess if it's a big party, I get like just piecing and like,
Yeah.
Sure.
but still, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
That
you
one
gotta
felt
say
weird.
bye.
I agree.
Yeah, a bye and a thank you.
I actually overheard, so I had a kid's birthday party today, and I overheard a mom saying to her daughter, she's like, what are the two things you need to do? And the little girl said, I need to find the little girl whose birthday it is and say thank you and happy birthday. And I need to find the mom and dad. And I was like, I say this to
Love
my
that.
kids, but I
Yes.
I loved how she posed it as a question.
yes, it was awesome.
Wow. Hats off to that mom. She's
Yeah.
doing a great job.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did the same
Everybody
thing, but
take
I
notes.
said
Yeah.
I told my daughter, I was like, go say thank you to the host
Yes.
and then go say thank you to the host mom. But I love the thought of what are the two things you need to do before we leave?
I like
Yeah.
Ask a question.
Yeah.
Genius. You win.
I love that. All right.
Okay. So here's some questions for
I like
us
these.
about partying.
Throw them our way.
Do you prefer to attend or throw a party?
Attend.
Attend.
What about you?
You like to throw it.
I like to throw it.
for
This
sure.
is why we all get along. We just go to
And
Jenny's
we're like,
house.
we'll just go to Jenny's house
go
for
to Jenny's.
parties.
Sometimes I like to be the guest, but I like to throw a party.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, no, this is a good one. The next
What-
question.
What's the
I
most?
was jumping ahead.
She goes, ooh. No, don't jump ahead. It's supposed to be fast. Okay. What's the most taboo party guest behavior you've witnessed?
Dude, this is a hard question.
This is a hard question. So when I was thinking about it, I mean, I can't think of an example in my head of a party I've been at, but I do think from Real Housewives, which is, technically my life, I think when somebody causes like a big disagreement and ruins the party.
Yeah, don't get in a fight at a party.
Don't get in a fight. Like the whole vibe is ruined. If people leave, then people take sides and there's all the gossip. Like it's just,
That's a good one.
I can't think of a time I've been at a party and that's happened, but we'll have to use Real Housewives. Or if somebody just,
belligerent drunk.
belligerent.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I would say that is harassing your guests.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's definitely a
being
different level.
inappropriate.
Yes. I think
Like
being
don't be inappropriate at a party with guests.
Yeah.
That's not cool. And it makes everyone uncomfortable.
Agree.
That would be mine, I think.
Yeah.
What about you? You have a good story?
I was going to say belligerent because that, or like too many edibles. I had two buddies one time show up and I don't know what they had been eating before they came over, but they couldn't even they were just staring at people. So,
like asleep on the couch.
Like you're creeping my friends
creeping
out.
people out beyond. Yeah. But I also think somebody, and I'm like so guilty of this, as is like my best friends, but like I think people that like take over the music but are playing music that nobody wants to listen to, like you're killing the mood. But if you're like trying to take over the music that a guest or a host has put on and like clearly thought through.
Honey, you should have been one of
do
these 43.
Do you think through your music playlist?
No.
Oh, me neither. Just like putting on a Spotify channel.
Yeah. But like some people would be really annoyed.
Like if somebody comes in and they put on like the Beach Boys.
Yeah. And you can tell. You can like see the people.
What if you're having a dance party and you're all taking turns picking the song? Like we did last week.
I heard
that's
about
okay,
that.
right?
That's my party, and that was
okay. That's okay.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
all right.
Cool.
That's acceptable.
Cool.
Okay. What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you at a party?
Oh man, I was thinking about this. Honestly, I feel like it's like getting drunk too fast, and it's like then you gotta leave. It hasn't happened to me a lot, but sometimes you just overshoot the runway.
Definitely.
Like I actually think, not necessarily a party, but like anywhere. It's like if you overshoot the runway.
Yeah, I love that term.
That should be on a shirt.
Yeah.
Most embarrassing. How about when like you're talking to somebody and then you like go to the restroom and then you realize you've had something in your teeth,
Like big thing of green spinach.
And so you're like, cool. How long has that been in my teeth? How long have I been like? How many people have I talked to?
I agree.
And why did nobody say
You
anything?
guys, I literally told someone at a work event who like were friends, but like picked spinach out of their teeth for them.
We've all done that for each
The
other.
other day.
You got to tell them.
You have to tell
That's
them.
a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite advice from this article? Maybe something you've never heard of or thought of before.
I think, I think it was a good reminder of just the, like try to connect or talk to at least 3 people. So I like that. Like if you're going to a party, just be like, hey, I'm going to try to talk to like 3 new people.
I love that
because then it's a goal and you can do it easily. And then it like pushes you out a little bit to meet the people. I liked that. Just like it's so simple.
I like that. Well, you know what I liked? I really like the like pretend like everyone there likes you, because then I feel like you go in open and you're talking and you know what? You might leave and then they actually decide that they do like you.
Yeah.
Even if they didn't like you before.
True. Because you walked in with a big smile and a candle.
And a candle and champagne, and you were kind.
And you were 14 and a half minutes late. and you kept your shoes on.
What was yours?
My favorite advice from this article?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was probably the following the lead of the host. Like, I think that I've always just sort of like just shown up as myself, like from a drinking perspective. And I was like, oh, maybe I should be paying closer attention to like the person throwing the party and like what vibe they're giving out.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Noted.
Okay. And last question, what's your ideal dinner party look like? And if it's a sit down dinner, who's sitting at the table?
Oh my gosh.
I'm much more of like the company I'm with. So not so much like the party, but definitely, obviously you guys are there and our other close friends.
Yeah. Small and intimate.
Small and intimate. Yeah. I get overwhelmed in big groups, especially with a lot of people, like new people. That's very overwhelming. I'm much more like an intimate, not even intimate, but just at least being like, keep it like 20 people or less for me.
Yeah.
I agree. And
maybe even 10.
None of us have done this together yet, but we keep saying we want to. And this is going to sound really fancy, but guys, we haven't done it. So like, don't give me shit for this. I want a private chef cooking my meal at my intimate dinner party so that I can sit and enjoy with my guests.
And not have to like cook or clean.
Yeah.
Remember that one Christmas that Bryce made us dinner?
Bryce did that.
That was like the most lovely thing.
Wait, okay, so we kind of did it.
That was fun.
Bryce made us all dinner. He was our private chef, and that was so lovely. And I felt I bet you felt relaxed. He was bringing us courses out. It was so cute. He did a great job.
He like folded napkins into Christmas trees.
That was, oh my God, that was the cutest thing ever. Okay, so you don't have to be fancy and hire a private chef. You could just make your husband do it.
Yeah. I know. My husband would.
If he's a good cook. Like John be coming out with chicken parms for everyone.
Yeah.
Mike would be like, here's the chicken nuggets I cooked. No, he'd make tacos.
Oh, that would be a good one.
Oh,
he'd eat. No.
I'm coming.
Okay, what's your ideal meal at a dinner party?
Ooh. I'll eat anything.
Yeah.
I like it that I'm serving.
Yeah.
I like pasta.
That's a good one.
Just easy for the host.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep it easy.
Keep it easy. Simple.
Keep it easy. Like chicken parm sounds like a good one, actually.
I wish I had.
Because you can also prepare it ahead of time.
Right?
Oh,
yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
So then when your guests are there, you can just relax and you pop it in the oven, take it out. Delicious.
Mandy.
That's a good one. Lori, my like mentor, her go-to is like a roast chicken, like a one pot roast chicken with vegetables and potatoes.
That's a good idea.
And it sounds fancy, but like it's really easy. And it's like all in one pot.
I love it.
She serves it out. It looks beautiful.
I love that.
Okay, so who's having the next party?
I feel like one of us are up because Jenny just had one.
I know.
Fine, I'll do it.
No. Good. Well, I hope everybody learned something new.
Yeah,
It was good.
We're gonna poll you guys. We're gonna send us your best hosting tips.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
like
share
your
them.
best party tips.
I like that. And we'll share the good ones back out.
Yeah, we'll share
like
the good
that.
ones.
That's a good one.
We don't gatekeep around here.
No,
we'll share the well.
gatekeeping.
All right.
Happy Wednesday. Go host a dinner party.
Happy partying, people.
Yeah, happy partying.
Have a mom's night out.
Maybe you
Have a
could
mom's night out
repot
party.
a friendship and have a dinner party.
And
And that's
throw
where
on
we're
the
ending up.
agenda. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.